it's worth keeping in mind that this is not taking place in a vacuum. That audience is already disappointed about all the Epstein stuff.
Thank you.
Okay? They're tired of them constantly doing this long con. Next week, we're going to do something and not getting any action. And they have bloodlust. They have bloodlust. And so you're right. There's very, very short shelf life here for him to actually take action. And the singular action that they want is a national emergency and a massive crackdown. And I think that's where you see that tied in a little bit with the ICE actions this week. I think part of the reason why he sort of overturned that sort of pause on these stop actions, because he knows his audience they're impatient. They want something. And even though they're not exactly together, they are a little bit connected. And so that is going to be the real determiner. It's either going to be a total flop and he's going to upset his audience even more, or it's going to be that impatience is going to actually lead to acceleration and increased activity.
Are they going to get what they want, the impatient, do you think, in the end?
I do. I think that they are going to go for a national emergency. I think all the pieces are there, all the players are there, and I think one of the things that came out of that Haberman book about Vance is I was struck by how many times Vance is the first one in the room to say national emergency, insurrection act. The people, any of the speed bumps or the friction that would stop this is not. And I think from Trump's perspective, he has nothing to lose to go for it. Is that he keeps pushing it. It's going to prove that the thing he's saying, even if it doesn't work out, when it's all over, he gets to continue to attack the elections. And that's what they want, right? They want to undermine and continue to undermine confidence in it so that they can actually break it.
With me now is Jenna Griswold, Colorado's Secretary of State. She's also the Democratic nominee to be Colorado's next Attorney General in the race there. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You want to just react quickly to what we heard from Mark Wayne Mullin?
I think it's beyond unfortunate, and this is not the first time that Trump's administration has threatened election officials. Just the week before, so about 2 weeks ago, all chief election officials in all 50 states received a letter from the DOJ threatening prosecution also. So they are really using any tool to try to undermine elections, intimidate officials. But I will tell you, they have to go to these lengths because their attacks, their efforts to undermine the 26 elections are not working. They are not working. So they're growing more extreme, and we're going to continue to hold the line.
In Colorado, you're one of around, I think, 30 states that the Justice Department has sued for these confidential voter rolls and all that information. And you've been very outspoken about your view about all this, that the administration has been adversarial about elections and election administration rather than a partner. Do you really think that you could end up in jail?
Well, I think I truly believe that the DOJ and other actors are making real threats. I also think that the courts are working, especially on elections. We're seeing a lot of their attempts, whether it's suing me and other states to try to get the sensitive voter data or Trump's unlawful executive orders on elections. We're seeing the courts work. So at the end of the day, I am not going to bend to intimidation, and election officials across the country, Democratic secretaries of state, local election officials are holding the line. And I think one of the big pieces of irony to call out in this whole situation is that it is Donald Trump himself who has made our elections less secure. He took office for the second time. One of his first acts is pardoning the insurrectionists. Then he disbands the Department of Homeland Security's work and the DOJ's work on foreign interference and foreign disinformation.